Okay, so the Virginia gubernatorial election, which ended with a win for Republican candidate Glenn Youngkin over Terry McAuliffe, marked a shift away from the left and the Dems, a shift that's spreading quickly across America's states and cities. You can see it in the mass exodus from blue cities. Americans have had it with destructive policies and moving to red states, states run by solid, strong leaders. Our next guest knows all about that. Jeanette Nunez is Florida's lieutenant governor, who's also up for re-election this year. Jeanette, this is such an important year. Thank you for being here. We're calling it Win Back America on this show because I think this is it. This is over the next 10 months going into those November 22 elections. There's an opportunity for Republicans. You're up for re-election, as is your governor. Governor DeSantis up for re-election. What's the strategy? What's the thoughts? What are you looking at?
Well, I think it's simple. Common sense politics makes for good policy. And that's what we've done throughout our first term. And I think that Floridians are so thrilled with the work that this governor has done. They are showing it not only by the amount of support that we get, but also the amount of people that are flocking to the free state of Florida. When you see the net migration, Florida's at the top of the list. When you see the amount of people that are leaving and fleeing blue states like New York and California and other areas in the Northeast, they're coming to Florida for one reason, and that is because of the policies of Governor Ron DeSantis, keeping our kids back in school, keeping our businesses open, and allowing for people to make decisions that are in the best interest of them and their families.
You know, Jeanette, you make a very good point. People are leaving blue states. They're leaving California. They're leaving Illinois. They're leaving New York. They're losing congressional seats. Florida, Texas, gaining congressional seats. That's proof. There's no way you can fudge those numbers. I just love you to weigh in on one of the congresswomen from New York. The first minute she gets off or to spend some time, leisure time, runs down to your state, Florida. I'm talking about AOC, and then, throwing flames at your governor there.
Well, she can throw as many flames as she wants to, but the reality is she chose to come to Florida. She chose to come to my hometown of Miami to be able to experience a little bit of freedom. And when you talk a big game about socialism, it's ironic and very rich that she would come to the free state of Florida, maskless all the time. And, I just think it's hypocrisy at its finest. And I think the American people realize that she is a farce and she is nothing more than a hypocrite.
So, Jeanette, you'll have someone that wants your job. You'll have a Democrat that comes after you. What are you telling the voters of Florida the reason why Jeanette Nunez should stay in office and Governor Ron DeSantis should stay in office?
Well, I think if you enjoy your freedoms, you should vote for us. If you enjoy having your kids learning at a high level, you should vote for us. If you enjoy the fact that your businesses can remain open, then you should vote for us. Bottom line, we stand for Floridians each and every day. We've proven it with our policies, especially during this pandemic. I think that we would have deserved a re-elect regardless of the pandemic. But if you are confused or if you are not sure who you're voting for, then clearly you don't love freedom. So we stand for freedom, we stand for liberty, and we stand for Florida.
Yep, and I tell the audience all the time that we're going to be moving the show down to Florida very soon. We spend about half our time down there and half in the godforsaken place. I call it I think Trump called it an S-hole country, New York City. Jeanette Nunez, thank you for being here.
Thank you.